Hey guys! So let's talk about modeling clothes. How to model 3D clothes. So I'm just gonna put it out there that character modeling isn't exactly my forte. I'm more used to modeling inanimate objects. Like hard surface stuff. So character modeling is something that I'm not really familiar with, but there's like three different ways that I can see to do clothes on models, on 3D models. So let's start. So I'm gonna pull up this old model that I did, my very first character model that I did for class. I had zero idea how to do things, to make clothes, and I would like to show you how I did it and the mistakes that I found when I was doing it. So for this one, the way I modeled it is that I took this body model that I made, and then from there took like the shape of clothes. So like let's give her a nice tank top with a turtleneck, whatever, because it's the easiest. So I what I did was that I duplicated this and I separated the mesh. Now I have this, right? And then I would shrink wrap it to the body and then give it a couple some offset. Oh, let's go above the surface. There. Hey! All right. So that's like a quick and easy way to do clothes, right? But then the problem here is that, as you can see here, that's exactly what I did. There's still a mesh inside. And I thought that would be a good idea because I wanted like to give my character different clothes. But the problem that I found here is that when I start rigging, some of the underneath parts would like stick out, and that gave me a lot of problems when rigging and weight painting. I have no idea what I was doing. And then when you scroll out, you can even see like some of it sticking out. It's like clipping. So I think this is, but I've seen like, I think virtual models that would have their skin sticking out. So I guess this is really one way to model it. You just have to be very careful with the weight painting so that when you move stuff, the skin wouldn't come out. So with this kind of modeling, you can already have this tank top, and then you can apply the shrink wrap modifier so that you can actually adjust the shape of this, right? So like if you don't want it to be like too skin tight, you can just pull this out and stuff. So that's one way to put quick clothes on your character. And then, okay, since I had a lot of problems with my weight painting and stuff when I had like an inner mesh or like something inside the clothes, I thought for my next model, because we were asked again to make another model. So for my next model, I wanted to have nothing inside. So when I open this up, there should be nothing inside. Well, this one doesn't have anything inside. But with this top mesh, there's still an actual body. Like when I remove the jacket, there's still stuff. So when I rigged it and animated it, sometimes stuff would stick out, and it was very difficult for me to have a clean rig. So for the next task, we made another model, and for this one, I think I tried to connect the mesh as much as possible, and as you can see, if I hide this, there's nothing inside. And I think I only kept some part of the chest area because it was visible. But as you can see, I tried to like reduce it as much as I can. Again, still not the best, could be better. This was a long time ago because I don't think I have made a model after this. It's really a very daunting thing to do. Anyway, so as you can see, I think for this one, the hand is just that. There's no mesh in it. But I think what I've learned from modeling is that it's better to close your mesh. So if I were to do it again, I would do the same thing, but this time I'm gonna close this like that. Let's go collapse it, as well as the hand, because I think it's not a good practice to have like manifolds or like edges like these unless it's like hair and stuff. So as much as possible, try to close your models, right? And then let's go on how I would do it now. So of course, through trial and error or whatever, I realized that there are more optimized way to do this, and I think I saw like one artist do this, and I thought that was really smart. So it's kind of the same thing what I did before. So you're gonna use the same you would use the character to have like your base cloth model, and then you just try to inflate it. You can actually inflate it instead of shrink wrapping it, and that would be Alt S, and you would be scaling it up from the inside. Because if I scaled it up, it would be just, it's like it scales up as an object, if that makes sense. But if I inflate it, which is Alt S, it scales it up from the inside, so it makes it chunkier. Now we have a nice shirt. So I think the best way to do it is now that I know what I know, is that you would remove the inside parts. Oh no. Let's see. So this is the shirt, right? Let's change it to a different color so it's not confusing. Yeah, we have a blue shirt. I'm gonna close this up. As well as this. Or, of course, we're gonna have, unless, of course, we're gonna add pants. You know what? Let's add pants. Let's give her some nice pants. It's like a crop top, so it's like that. Yeah. Let's give her a nice short. I'm gonna hide it, so I could press L to select the length and then unhide it. So I have this nice pants. Press P to separate, and then go to that object and Alt S again to inflate it. Nice. Now we have some shorts. What's a nice color? Nice color to a shorts. Let's give her like a denim shorts. You know what? That works. Oh, that's not. Oh, yeah, okay. And then from there, you can close. I'm gonna join this so that it's one object. So, and then I'm gonna close this. I think as a general rule, it's nice. It would be nice if you don't have intersecting faces, but in cases like this, I think it's fine. I'm gonna add a sharp here so that it's well sharp. As you can see, now you have pants which have the same topology as your body, so that when you rig it, it wouldn't bend weirdly. It would still bend the similar way to the if you do the body, if you rig the body. Yes. Mumble. Okay, let's go ahead and do that here as well. Nice turtleneck. Okay. So the problem here is that there's still the body. So what we're gonna do is remove it. So I think it's until here. And then, you know what, let's go X-ray mode so that we can still see it. Alright, I'm gonna remove the faces. And then remove this. Again, I don't think there's like a definite way to do this one thing, but this is how I would do it. Oh no, she lost her knees. Okay, I think let's go a bit higher here. Oh, all right. Oops. Oh my god. Oh my god though. Oh, how do I see the neck? I think I would just guess. Okay. Now I'm gonna delete this, right? But then we would lose her belly. So I think for this one, we don't have to close it. We don't have to close the upper part because it's a crop top, right? So we're still gonna see some of her belly. So instead of completely closing this, let's just remove the thing that we made. I think I want to connect it to this part. So I'm gonna press H. I'm gonna actually let's separate it. It's part of her skin. If it's part of her clothes now. The belly is part of the clothes. And let's proceed to removing the stuff that we need to remove underneath. So let's remove that. Remove this. Remove this and this. Not necessary anymore. And then bang. And then since this is disconnected, let's just connect it. First, let's make it, mark it as sharp. And then let's just go ahead and bridge edge loops. Because it has the same number of vertices anyway, because it's from the same mesh. So it should be fine. Mark sharp and oh no. Bridge edge loops. Nice! Now we have our clothes on. And it's actually a bit cleaner because see? Oh. Now I feel like if you rig this, it's gonna be so much easier than if you are rigging with the mesh inside. So again, I'm just gonna, oh my god, just gonna mark this as sharp. Wonder if I can extrude inside. Inset, no, alright. So I'm gonna have to do it one by one. Ooh, what happened to my sharps? This is kind of creepy though, but it's fine. Okay. Yay! Now we have her clothes and her shorts, and it's actually clean. So I think this is the most ideal way to do it. I haven't tried it, but this is how I see other people do it. Because again, I'm not a character modeler. I have never modeled anything other than these two. So take whatever I say with a grain of salt. So before we end the video, let's have a quick recap on the 3 ways that I have learned how to model clothes, and let's list down the pros and cons and the things that I've learned throughout my entire learnings. Alright, so this is the very first model that I made, and I thought it was important to have the mesh inside so I could like replace the clothes if I want to change the clothes. But I think just keeping the base model is enough if you want to have different clothes for your character. Because for this one, I had a lot of problems, not only from like having the mesh intersect sometimes when I rig it, but having a mesh that is not a real mesh. It's like a plane. This becomes a problem when you feed it to your game engine, because you have to turn on a feature that allows the allows the planes to have two sides, like a double-sided. Because other on default, it actually just sees one face. Because if you go here and face orientation, you can actually see which way your face is facing. So if it's red, if that's the back, if it's blue, that's what you can see. So when you feed it to some game engines, the default is that you can only see one side. So this would actually be invisible, and I don't like that. That's not good. And then, so we learned from there that it's easier to have the mesh kind of like it's easier to have nothing inside, like no mesh inside, no body inside. So, and then for the final one, and I think this is how I would do it if I were to go back to character modeling, is that I have the body, or the quote-unquote clothes, on a separate mesh. I mean, I can just merge it, but like in like theory, this is one mesh. This is an entire thing. And yeah, that's it. And then you can, even if you wanted like a character customization thing, I think you could still customize this and have the limbs. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. Just good luck, guys.